my channel. I'm Jess. Today I'm going to be doing a tag video which was started by Cat L, and it's called All About My Luxury Bags. So if you enjoy watching handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would super appreciate it. Let's start with the first question, and it is newest bag in my collection. And this is really embarrassing, but I can't quite remember at the time because I'm pretty sure the newest bag I got recently, I kind of shared them in a different order to what I got them in, but I think it is my vintage bucket bag, which I purchased pre-loved. I think this is the latest one I've received. I did do some Louis Vuitton pre-orders, guys, so I will be getting other new bags soon, but I don't know if they're going to get fulfilled because, you know, sometimes you make orders with Louis Vuitton and they don't have enough stock or whatever. So at the moment, this is my newest bag. It's from, I think, 1994, and Nicole Richie actually has the same one in lambskin, so it's really cool. And I just think I haven't got a chance to use it yet because we've been in lockdown. I think it's a really classic looking style too, and yeah. Oh, also guys, I got my hair done. Do you like my new hair? I haven't had brown hair in 10 years. So, oh yeah, about 10 years. My natural hair color is similar to this, but this has a slight like grey tone to it, which I like. We're trying to go for like a mushroom kind of color. But yeah, usually I bleach my hair, but because I was in lockdown for so long, my regrowth got really long and it's a little bit harder to blend. So anyway, side rant, my hair is different if you noticed. But okay, next question. Oldest bag in the collection. Well, I mean, that one's probably the oldest one, but in terms of when I purchased it, I mean, my very first ever luxury bags were all pre-loved and I got rid of them. So I can't quite remember, but I have a feeling it is my sac de jour in the croc embossed leather. So this is the sac de jour nano. This was like my dream bag. Honestly, one of my first ever designer dream bags. I just think it is such a classy and boss bag. Like, honestly, it's so minimalist. I love the discreet logo on it. You know, when I first saw this bag, I didn't realize it, but now I'm kind of thinking about it. It definitely has a similar kind of vibe to a Birkin, just because you can like extend the sides like a Birkin, and the whole like top handle thing and the discreetness of it kind of, yeah, it reminds me of like an Hermes bag, and I have a feeling that's what Saint Laurent was inspired by as well. So I guess I had good taste from the start, but I just think this is such a classic shape, and it's, if you want that kind of aesthetic, I would super recommend the sac de jour. Yeah, in any size. This is a nano size. Most expensive bag. Well, in terms of like retail value, it would be like my Chanel medium flaps. Like these retail in store for a lot, but in terms of, because I bought this pre-loved, I got it for less. A yellow classic flap. This is the most I've ever paid for a handbag, and questionable as to whether I do it again. I mean, maybe when I'm older, if I'm getting like a Birkin, then yeah, I'd probably spend that much again, but it was a lot to swallow. I don't know if it's worth it, but here we are. So this was the most expensive one. Yellow is super cute, and the seasonal colours are, I think they're nice things to invest in because, you know, Chanel don't always kind of repeat the same colour twice, so I like having a coloured classic flap, and I just think the small size is really adorable. Least expensive bag, oh, they're all pretty expensive. Well, in terms of what I paid for it, it's got to be like, I mean, like the pochettes, but I mean, that's not really a bag. I'm gonna say probably this denim one was like my least expensive one. I think, yeah, it was like 600, 700, I can't remember, but yeah, this is the least expensive. And I'm definitely buying things pre-loved. It's gonna save you money usually, unless it's like a rare or sought after bag. But yeah, probably this one. This is like a really cool, just casual style. Love it. I actually would love another denim Louis Vuitton bag because this one is just, I think it's really cool, and I don't really see many people wearing these styles. So anyway, my everyday bag. Well, I'm not really going very many places lately, but these two I've been wearing a lot. I mean, out of the two, I've actually been wearing this one so much. Like, I just really like it because I only carry, like, you know, a card holder and my keys and my phone, and this is just all I need. And I just think, because it's like a new, cute style, I don't see many people wearing it, like, in the supermarket. So this one, I just think it looks more special. The multi-pochette, I do see a lot of people wearing it. So I don't know. I just feel like this one's like the cool one. But it's like the it bag of the moment. So loving this one. Bag with the best memory attached to it. That's interesting. Because a lot of the time I just shop for boredom or pleasure. So in terms of memories, I mean, no one really buys me handbags, really, like, but I remember the first bag I bought in Chanel made me feel absolutely sick, and this was my Gabby backpack. Like, when I bought it, I was quite guilty, to be honest. I was like, can't believe I spent that much on a bag. But then when I bought it, because I went on a holiday after to Japan and I bought it, and I remember just feeling so cool wearing this backpack in Japan. I just felt like, I can't even explain. Like, I'd had my sac de jour. I think I had my sac de jour at that time, and maybe some other Saint Laurent bags and maybe some Gucci bags. And the feeling of wearing Chanel, I just felt like the bougiest person ever. Like, I don't know. I feel like this kind of reminds me of my trip to Japan, which a lot of my life I feel like is inspired by, like, my holidays to Japan. So yeah, probably this one is like, it made me feel sick, but then it made me like go crazy with happiness. So I feel like that's what, like, the addiction of luxury bags is. It's like you feel sick spending so much money, but then you like go crazy. Anyway, next question. Worth the hype. Worth the hype, guys. Well, I mean, I feel like multi-pochette springs to mind, but I'm gonna say Palm Springs Mini. Like, honestly, this bag is worth the hype. Like, it's $3,000, which is a lot, but I feel like it's just a go-to bag. It fits, like, a decent amount. It's mini. You can wear it like a backpack, a crossbody. I usually wear it as a backpack, but yeah, I think it's worth the hype. I think it's here to stay, the Palm Springs Mini. So, I mean, I don't hear many people, like, dissing that bag. A lot of people, like, have it and use it a lot. Apart from the zipper issues, now that they fixed that, I think it's worth the hype. Not worth the hype. I'm gonna be honest, guys, and, like, I love all my bags. I don't really have any regrets for the ones I have at the moment. I have bought and sold lots of bags over the past few years, but I think the Coco handle is kind of not worth the hype. Like, when I bought it, it was like, I got it for a deal, I'm gonna be honest. But now that they're in the $6,000 range, I would highly suggest you just put that money towards a classic flap, or even like a mini, like something like this. I just think that this style of bag suits more people. It's a little bit more like, it could be street vibe, it could be classy vibe, it could be evening vibe, but this to me is just like similar to the Lady Dior. It's just like a lady vibe, and not, most people don't have that style. I find this a lot harder to incorporate into like casual outfits. It's very much like a ladylike bag. Not only that, I feel like the construction of this bag is not as good as like the classics or even the minis. The interior is fabric, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I just find like the quality, the chain on it, it's just that doesn't feel as supreme as something like this or that. So a lot of people are a lot of people are loving the Coco handle, and I love it too, but I wouldn't base your whole collection around this. I'd honestly get this or that over the Coco handle, just because unless you're like a super girly style, it's just like something that I know a lot of people get and they just find that it's just too like ladylike and girly for them. So yeah, anyway, I feel like that's overhyped, the Coco handle, in terms of the overall quality and the style. Anyway, favorite bag from favorite brand. Well, guys, my favorite brand is Chanel, and my favorite bag, tough one, guys. I'm gonna go for the Caviar Mini black one. I just think this is just the perfect all-rounder. The leather is quite durable. It's crossbody, you know, it fits the necessities, it's lightweight, it's fuss-free, goes with everything. I don't ever see this going out of fashion, so probably this is my favorite. I just think it's the most, it's like the one that you want, basically. So this one. It's just the easiest one. I mean, it's not like the most exciting one. I mean, it is exciting, but it's just like, I absolutely love it. Most used bag. Well, you know, kind of worn it out even more than when I got it, but I absolutely love using this bag. I just think the Speedy is such a classic. I would 100% repurchase a Speedy 25 in maybe just the monogram or Damier Bean. Not a big fan of Damier Azur, but love the Speedy 25. Honestly, I like it more than the Bandolier because I don't think I would use the straps, so I think it looks more clean just as is, and it's also cheaper to get like a non-bandolier version, so love it. Love the Speedy 25, probably my most used bag. It's cute. I love Louis Vuitton too, so if you're obsessed with Louis Vuitton, then you gotta have a Speedy, basically. Most underrated bag. Okay, well, I want to say the cans. A lot of people diss this bag because it's kind of like, I mean, the zip is kind of annoying and the shape is a bit quirky, but I think that the structure and overall look is just really cute. Like, if you want a bit more of a unique Louis Vuitton bag, I think this is the one to go for. I did have the Vanity PM, and I found that the structure of that and the opening was even more difficult to open than something like this because it was quite soft. But I just think the Vanity PM, the cans, they're a cute bag, and especially if you get one pre-loved, sometimes you can get them for some really good deals, because when they first came out, I feel like they were a lot more, well, they were kind of like not as easy to get in the boutique, but now you can definitely just easily buy this, and I would even buy this fresh from boutique. I think it's so cute, and it's a classic. I think it will just keep going up in value over time. If you like that kind of hard-cased hat box style, I think the cans is just a really cute little bag. So a lot of people like don't love it, but I just think as a little like bag that you carry like just around, and it fits a lot, and there's no vachetta. For me, it ticks a lot of boxes, so I think the cans is underrated. Most nostalgic bag, probably this one. I think this, like, definitely, one of my first luxury bags was the white version of this, which I sold because I was wanting to buy a Chanel bag, and then I repurchased the noir version later, and I just feel like this is like, the multicolor was definitely something I recognized from, like, you know, when I was younger as well, so it does bring back memories, and it kind of like makes me want to go back to the 2000s. I just feel like there were simpler times. I think like these days things are getting like, you know, more fast paced, and sometimes I just want to go back to like the 90s or the 2000s. So yeah, this kind of is just like a little token of that era, I guess. So this one is nostalgic, I would say. And most disappointing. Whew. Okay, guys, I had a really long think about it. I'm not really disappointed by any of my bags, otherwise I would have sold it. I'm trying to think back in the past of bags that I have had that are disappointing. I used to have a Loewe basket, and I returned it because I just thought it wasn't worth... I think I paid like $500 for it on Net-a-Porter, and I thought it was like the cutest bag, but my boyfriend was like, Jess, like, seriously, you're gonna spend $500 on a basket? And when I got it in real life, I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, it is just a basket. So that was probably my most disappointing bag. I mean, even though it was, you know, not over $1,000, it was $500, but I just think, like, if you're gonna buy a basket, like, you don't necessarily need a Loewe one. I still kind of want that bag, but I guess that was my most disappointing one because I returned it. Most bags I don't return, I would just use it and maybe resell it later, because usually I have to use a bag to know if I like it. So yeah, that's probably the one that springs to mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to do this tag too, please go ahead, I invite you. So I will leave the questions down below, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!